Hi guys, putting here with the game view in my tier 10 premium steel ship, the Bourgogne. Now, I don't know my captain skills or my modules off the top of the head, but this is the Republic captain that I did put in here. Of course, I will be showing you my captain build and my modules. But with all that being said, this is going to be my first, last, and only game I will play in the Bourgogne, which is kind of why I'm showing it. To be honest, I kind of don't remember where I end up, but I don't think I do extremely well, but I don't do extremely bad. But you know what? You never see those games where like you just do okay-ish, I guess would be the best. For me, I would have liked to have done a little bit more, but of course, what it is what it is. But I still believe I played to the best of my ability. Try to minimize my mistakes, and just obviously, playing to the best of your ability, but still, at the end of the day, somebody has to be first and somebody has to be last, and everyone else fills out in the middle. And you know what? You never should be ashamed of any of your games you play unless you do something stupid like I did, go in clan battles as a DD with no dead flags, and then get detonated. You kind of gonna put your head down in shame for that one. But I don't run dead flags on my DDs. It's just the way it is. I wouldn't mind getting detonated at least once a day just to get them for free, even though I have plenty of credits to get all that. But back to the gameplay. Of course I'm going to see. I told Static this. Of course I'm going to see because it's C. It's what we defend. It's where we go. If anybody doubts it, they can ask Bongs in the comment section. But I'm kind of, might as well pushing, getting in with the group. Because it is a carrier game. I'm gonna take a crack at the Massachusetts. I don't. Of course, once again, I have a reload booster that I'm probably gonna fail to use most of the time. But the one thing I wanted to say about Wednesday's video, where I was beating the dead horse of CVs, is I'm not saying it's all the CV's fault, but for me at that particular time, I just didn't want to play because of all the double carriers. I kind of wish I would have got a little bit more on that broadside Zao. This Zao's going to do some very questionable things. But what I was saying about double CV games is it was just frustrating. And when you're trying to do test ships and it's double CVs, and you just watch the guy fly over two ships that are higher tier than you, a higher tier than the carriers, just to continuously bomb you. Everybody shoots at you. You just get used to that part. But when you really can't do anything because you're trying to dodge dive bombers, torp planes, shells, it becomes frustrating. And that's what I was trying to say. For me personally, it's the double carrier games that just infuriate me. I believe carriers do belong in this game. They should have a place in this game. I just don't like double carrier gameplays at any tier. Single carrier games should be a thing. That's what they should all be. Especially with the volume of people that are playing carriers now. There's no need for the double CV game to really exist because there are more carrier players, because playing a carrier is actually fun. So that's what I'm trying to say there. But we see the Moskva. The Moskva is playing it correctly, angling up, because if you did not know, the Bourgogne is pretty much a tier 10 all says. All says. Pretty much the tier 9 French battleship. So what that means is it has 15-inch shells, to where the Republic has 18-inch shells. Now, I know the DD's here, I know the Shimmy's here, but you know what? I'm going to push him anyways. I've managed to dodge one of his salvos, but you know, somebody's got to be the guy to push, and well, I've never been afraid of being the gentleman to push, as our Saipan finishes him off. Now I'm keeping the HE loaded because it's a bow in Moskva, and well, there should be no reason to switch to AP. 15-inch L's are not going to overmatch this guy, as my voice continues to crack as I'm dodging shimmy torps. Who's surprised? Exactly nobody. Should have been expecting those. I played that correctly. It's just a matter of time before the torps were going to show up. Now, I want to hold my shot for the Moskva, just to get that guy back to burning, because you know what, he is low health. Now, of course, I am showing a little bit too much side, and the Moskva did have his AP loaded, and good on him. But of course, I recognized this when I came around, so I immediately rectified that situation, and I'm going to keep my guns trained on the Moskva, because you shoot it till it's dead. Oh look, the fire's out. If I were to try to turn my guns another way, I'd have to return them to be on this guy. Kept my turrets and my shots focused on him, and at this point I realized he should be dead from the fires. Somebody else is coming in, but I'm still going to keep my eye on him because he is healing through it. It is a Moskva. It doesn't have it doesn't have the long burn time like Stalingrad, but it's still going to burn. He's still going to burn out. AP should be enough because all I need is any sort of damage as I finish him off, because I aimed up into the superstructure. Now, as you can see, I am still leading this push and charge. The enemy team has lost both of their DDs, so spotting is going to be limited to what the carrier can't see. Hit my speed boost, hit my repair to try to get around this island to force the Salem out. But you know, there's still a Massachusetts in this area, but right now I'm focused on pushing out this Salem. I should be able to easily go through the rear end of a Salem, but if it was his bow, I would not be able to go through. There's a nice flat backside on the Salem, and you know, he's moving forward because he has to know I'm here. So it's pretty much choosing on who he wants to die. If he forgets I'm here, I'm going to get him, hopefully, very easily. But, I mean, you can see everybody's starting to focus him out. You know, not much you can see as our Frederick D. Grosser finishes him off. I'm going to continue pushing the top side of these guys because French ships, even the battleships, are really good at working the flank because of the speed boost and because of the reload that I'm probably going to forget about again. It allows you to punish these guys at a broadside. I see the Massachusetts and I say screw that. There's a broadside curve first. Better target. I remember my reload for a change. I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one. Haha. But the curve first is down. But you know what? There's still a Massachusetts that we can punish. There's a Montana that we could potentially punish if this gentleman continues to say broadside and slows down. And you know what? This is the nice thing. Like, maybe if I would have held my reload, I could have gotten some more damage on this gentleman. But, you know, a 14k salvo is still pretty decent. I'm going to call myself out on, you know what? I should have held my reload. I should have recognized the situation that the Curvers was going to die. Held my reload on the Montana, but you know what? The Montana's moving forward. Hindsight's, always going to be 2020. So I might as well just focus in on the Massachusetts. I'm gonna keep the AP loaded and put it up into the superstructure. You know what? Just in case that Montana decides to come out, I can quickly turn my rear turret to deal with him because he will be broadside to me because he's staying bow into everyone else, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'm turning my rear turret, going to shoot at a dead ship, but shoot it till it's dead. And now I'm going to, just put my front turrets back onto Massachusetts. And it's kind of at this point where I noticed, there's the Yami, there's the Musashi. This could get a little hairy because it's two 18.1 inch shells. I'm not good with metric. I do have the carrier going after me, and you know what? It's the right call for the carrier, even though I'm a higher tier. I'm alone. He should be able to sneak in a couple strikes in on me fairly easy. I switched to the HE because it's a Yami and a Musashi, and I have 15 inch shells. I cannot stress that enough. But the reason you guys aren't going to see any more Bourgogne games is because this is my first win, and there is an ongoing joke between Sneaky and me. Whenever I get a win in my tier 10s, first wins, I stop playing them. Now, I was trying to put a fire on the rear end of the Yamato. I did click him for my secondaries, but I switched to AP because I saw he was showing me side and a cheek, and even these 15-inch shells can easily penetrate broadside battleships. As you saw, as I got a Citadel from the Yamato. Probably should have aimed more boiler room instead of under the gun. But I'm kind of turning in because I noticed one person's looking at me, and I don't want to be showing a broadside to either one of these guys. Take a shot at the Yamato as he dies. Luckily for me, the Musashi targeted somebody else, and I do believe, was the one targeting me. And once again, I fire my rear turrets on a dead ship. Now, gonna blow up the mini-map for y'all so you can see. Oh. This is where the Zow's at. Questionable. Why? Henry. Okay, you've probably been kiting this poor North Carolina. And the carrier is up here. And I don't remember if I get any shots on the CV or not. So, if I do, we will be back. If not, we are just going to go check out the post-battle results now. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay. I do hope you took something away from it. But you know what? You should never be ashamed of good games. This was a good game. I think, as far as with YouTube, I think we need to start showcasing games that are just good games, not the great games, and games where you do make mistakes, because you don't learn anything from games where you do everything right. You learn from games like this, the small little mistakes where you could have done more, and obviously from your bad games you can learn a lot more because, they were just bad. But on that note, guys, we do appreciate all the support you guys do give us, and we do appreciate the support you give our favorite streamers, Oni, Static, Sea Raptor, and Lord Zath. All of that is in the description down below. We do love the replays you guys send in. I think I'm going to do a double community replay this weekend just to make up for the lack of videos from last week. Please remember to compliment good teamwork, good team play. We are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have yourselves one heck of a great day.